Hey everyone, welcome to DataMillennials. I am Atul and in this video we are going to discuss about set in Python. So in Python, a set is an unordered collection of unique item. Unlike list or tuples, set do not allow duplicate values. Set are mutable and this means that we can add or remove item after a set has been created. Set are particularly used for membership testing, removing duplicate from a sequence, and performing common mathematical set operations like union, intersection, and difference. So a set refers to a collection of distinct objects. It is usually used to group objects together and to study their properties and relationship. The objects in a set are called elements or members of set. So let's first understand how we can create a set in Python. So creating a set in Python refers to defining or initializing a collection of unique items. This includes specifying the elements that will be part of the set, ensuring that each element is unique within the set. So we can create a set in Python using the curly braces, or we can use the set function like this. So let's first start with creating a set. So I'm going to create set example. In this I'm going to use curly braces to create a set. So let's say I'm putting 1 2 3 4 and 5 as the members or the elements of the set. Now if I want to print and see how does this set exactly look like, so if I run this, you can see that we have curly braces over here and we have all the elements that we have defined over here. Now if I want to check whether this set example is actually a set or not, then what I can do is that I can simply say print type of set example. And now if I run it, you can see that we have class as set. Now let's talk about how we can create a set in Python using the set function. So we can also use this set function to create sets, right? Alternatively, we can create a set using this set function as compared to this curly braces. But when we are using this set function, we would have to pass an iterable like list tuple that contains the element which we want to include as a set element, right? So let's say that I'm going to create a list. For example, I'm going to put list 1 equal to 1 2 3 4 5, and then I'm going to create a set example from this list. So set example equal to, I'm going to use this set function. Within this set function, I'm going to put this list 1. Now if I print type of this list 1, then if I print list 1, then if I want to print type of this set example, or let me keep it as set example 2, okay, set example 2, and if I run it, you can see that we have class as list. So this class as list is appearing because of this print statement. So this verifies that list 1 is actually a list. Then we are printing the list 1. So we have this list 1 2 3 4 5, and then we are printing the type of this set example 2. This set example 2 actually contains this list 1, but this list 1 has been converted into set because of this set function. So I missed printing this set example 2. So let me print this set example 2 also. Now if I run it, then you can see that over here we have 1 2 3 4 5 element within a set. Over here you can see we have curly braces. Over here, when we have declared list 1, we had 1 2 3 4 5 in a list with this bracket. Let's assume a scenario that you are working with duplicate elements, okay, and we have to convert it into a set. Then how we can do that? Or let's take a very simple example that we would create a set in which we would put a lot of duplicate values, okay. So let me say that I'm going to put set example 3 is equal to, and then I'm going to give this curly braces, and I'm going to put multiple duplicate values, okay. Now if I print this set example 3, and if I run it, you can see that we have 1 2 3 4 5. Oh, sorry, I did a mistake. I need to put set example 3 over here. So let me run it again. So now we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 44. Okay. So sets in Python are unordered collection of unique elements, and if we try to create a set with duplicate elements, then the duplicates will be removed automatically. So you can see over here that duplicates has been removed. While creating this set, we have given a lot of duplicate values, but the moment Python understand that this is going to be a set, then it removes the duplicate automatically. So we have learned how we can create set in Python. Now let's talk about accessing the elements in set. So we cannot access the element in a set by referring to an index or key. Unlike tuple, in which we can basically give the index and get the values, over here with set we cannot do that. But we can loop through the set item using a for loop, and even we can ask for a specific value, or we can basically check whether a specific value is present in a set or not by using the in keyword. So this in keyword, we can use this in keyword with set to check if a specific value is present over there or not. So let me create an example of heterogeneous set example. So let's say heterogeneous set example, in which I'm going to create a set. So I'm going to put multiple items over here or elements over here. Let's say phone, charger, apples, bananas, carrots. Then let me put some numerical value 25, 154, and let me put my name also. Okay. Now if I basically print this set, then we can see that yes, this is a set, right? Or if we want to confirm it, we can basically check the type of this set. So we have class as set, right? In order to access the element of the set like we used to do in list or tuple, we cannot use index over here. So let's try it once and then understand how we can do that. So if I put this heterogeneous example and if I put one like this, I would definitely get an error. So let me run this, and yes, we are getting the type error. So this proves that we cannot use index to get the value from a set. So we can use the for loop to display all the items of a set. So let me write a for loop saying that for I in, and then I'm going to put this heterogeneous set example, and then I'm going to print I. So if I run this now, you can see that we have all the item that we have given over here. So now in the starting, I said that we cannot access the item in a set by referring to an index or a key that we have seen, but we can use the for loop, right? So we have implemented the for loop over here to display all the item in a set. Now let's go and check how we can use the in keyword with the set to check a specific value is present in this heterogeneous set example or not. Okay, so let's assume that you have a set and you want to check whether Atul is present in that set or not, simply. So what I can do is that I can simply write print Atul. Okay, it should be like this. Within print we have to give another bracket, and then I'm going to write the string or the element which we want to search in this heterogeneous set example. So I'm going to search Atul. So I'll put Atul in heterogeneous set example. So if I run this, you can see that we are getting true over here. This means that yes, Atul is present in heterogeneous set example. What if I simply put 1 over here? In that case, it should show false over here because Atul 1 is not present over here, right? In our heterogeneous set example. So if I run it again, you can see that we are getting false. So we have checked whether a particular element is present in the heterogeneous set example or not. But what if I just want to confirm that a specific string or element should not be in the heterogeneous set example? So there are multiple scenarios where instead of checking an item, you want to confirm that whether an item is not over there or not. So you basically want to check that this item should not be present in my set. That would be the simple example. So let's say if I want to check that Anand should not be present in my heterogeneous set example. And if it is over there, then I need to take certain actions. So in order to confirm that, I can simply write Anand not in set heterogeneous set example. So if I run this, it should give me true because Anand is not present in my heterogeneous set example. This means that if Anand is present in my heterogeneous set example, I need to do certain action then, because I do not want this substring Anand to be part of this heterogeneous set example, right? But in case if Anand is not over there, then it's well and good for me, right? So our whole intention is to understand, or our intention is to confirm that this substring Anand is not in heterogeneous set example. The moment I'll run this, for this print statement we should get true because Anand is not present in this heterogeneous set example. So let me run this. Now the last print statement that we have over here is true. This means that Anand is not present in our heterogeneous set example. So till now we have seen how we can create set in Python, how we can access set elements. Now let's move ahead with the function in set. Okay. So there are a lot of functions in set which you can implement, but there will be like 5 or 6 different functions in set which we will be using in our day-to-day job, right? So I'm going to give all those 5 or 6 example over here. Before that, I'm just going to copy this heterogeneous set example and put it over here so that we can perform all the operations on this set only. Let me print this one. Okay. Now, the first thing that we want to do is that we want to add an element to a set. So in our previous example over here, we checked whether Anand is present in our heterogeneous set example or not. But what if I want to add Anand into this heterogeneous set example? Then how can I do it, right? So to add an element to a set, you can use the add function. And to use the add function, you have to give your set name, then you have to use this add function. Within this add function, you have to give the element or the member which you want to include in your pre-existing set. So now if I basically print this heterogeneous set example, for the first print statement we should get all of these items. For this second print statement we should get Anand. Okay, let me put Anand over here. Anand added into this heterogeneous set example. So let me run this. So now we can see over here that we have Anand. This means that Anand is added into heterogeneous set example. Now, if we want to remove an element from a set, then we can use the remove function. The way we have used add function over here, similarly we can use the remove function. So let's say that I want to remove Anand from my set. Okay. So I'll simply put the set name, then I'm going to add dot remove, and I have to give the value which I want to remove. So let me print this set heterogeneous set example again. Let me run this. Now you can see that we have not found Anand in the third print statement. So Anand has been removed from this heterogeneous set example. Now the next thing that we are going to discuss is copying the set, right? So we already have this heterogeneous set example. Let's assume that there is a scenario that you have to add couple of items in your set. But before adding the items, you just want to create a copy of your set and put it somewhere in the memory for comparison or for many of the reason. In such a scenario, copying of set is very useful, and copying of set is very easy. You will just have to give the name of the set which you want to create. Let's say that I want to copy this heterogeneous set example into this in new set, and I kept the name as heterogeneous set example new, and then I'm going to put equal to my old set, which is heterogeneous set example dot copy. Now if I want to print this heterogeneous set example new, I can do that. So let me run this. You can see that we have the set present over here in memory. Now let's move to the next item, which is removes an element from the set. So we have already removed an element from a set, right? But over here we want to remove an random item from a set. So if we want to remove a particular element, we have to give that element over here with the remove function, right? But let's say that you just want to remove a random element from a set. In that case, you can use the pop method. The pop method removes a random item from a existing set, and this method returns the removed item. Okay, so if I simply write this heterogeneous set example new dot pop, and if I run it, you can see that we are getting bananas over here. This means that banana has been removed from this heterogeneous set example new. So if I print this heterogeneous set example new in my next cell, you can see that we do not have banana over here. Earlier we used to have bananas, now we do not have. So this pop method removes a random item from your entire set, just one random item. Now let's talk about removing all the element in a set. So if you want to remove or delete all the elements in a set, basically you can use the clear method. So you can put the set name and then you can write this clear, and this clear method removes each and every element that is present in your set. So if I run this, and then if I run this print heterogeneous set example new cell, you will see that we are not getting anything. We are having a empty set. So with all of these functions that we have seen, one of the major functionality of set is the membership testing. So let's talk about the membership testing now. So set provides an efficient way to check if an element is present in the set or not, and we have seen it over here using the in keyword, in and not in keyword, right? And this in and not in is nothing but the membership testing in a set. So we can use this in keyword to perform this membership testing, which returns true if the element is present, and it will return false if the element is not present over there. So let's take a simple example with the control statement, using control statement. So let me print this set example over here first. So I'm just gonna give this line so that we can identify. We have all these print statement earlier also, right? So let me print this heterogeneous set example. So we have bananas minus 154, carrot, apple, phone 14, Atul, charger, and 25. Now I want to check whether Atul is present in a particular set or not. If it is present over there, I want to print a message to the user saying that yes, Atul is present over there. And if it is not present over there, then I'm going to print a message saying that Atul is not present in that set. Okay. In that case, I can use a control statement, and I can use if Atul in this heterogeneous set example, then print Atul is present in heterogeneous set example, else print Atul is not present in heterogeneous set example. So if I run this, you can see that we are getting the message Atul is present in heterogeneous set example. So this is a very simple example of the membership testing in set, and this can be used in your day-to-day coding to check if an element is present in the set or not. Now the last function that we are going to discuss in the function part of set is update, and this update method helps us to insert all the item from one set to another set. So if we want to insert a number of items that is already existing in a set, and we want to put those items into another set, then we can use this update method. So the update method changes the original set. So whenever you're using this update method, you have to be mindful that your original set will be modified. It will not create a new set. It will modify the original set which you have created. So let's take an example saying that we have set 1 equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I have a set 2 in which I have 3, 4 and 5. So if I combine these two set, and we know that set has unique values and it will remove the duplicate automatically, so my output should be 1, 2, 3, then 4 and 5. Now if I want to insert all of these 3, 4, 5 element into this set 1, then I simply have to say set 1 dot update set 2. And now if I print this set 1, so let me run this, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This means that these 3, 4, 5 inserted into this set 1, and then this 3 is appearing twice, so the duplicate will be removed and we would have the unique values. Let's move to the next topic of this video, which is set operation. So in Python, set supports various set operation which is used to manipulate and compare set. These operations include union, intersection, difference, and symmetric difference. Set are particularly useful when dealing with the collection of unique elements and performing operations based on the set theory. So let's talk about this union first. So union helps us to combine element from both the set using the union function. So we can use the union function to combine element from multiple sets, or we can also use this pipe operator to combine elements from multiple sets. So let's take this example only, that we have this set 1 and set 2. Okay, so we have this set 1 and set 2, and we want to combine these two set into a new set, but we have already seen that we can insert all the items over here. Then why do we need this union operator over here? So when we were using this in update function, we saw that the new set does not get created. There will always be a set in which the item will get inserted. So your original set was getting modified. But when you're using union, a new set will be created. You have to create a new set in which you are going to combine the values or elements from these two sets. So if I want to use union, then I can say result equal to set1 dot union this set 2, and then if I print this result, you will see that we have combination of this set 1 and set 2 where the duplicates have been removed. So the union method returns a new set with all the items from both of these two sets. Now as I have told you that we can also use this pipe operator, right? So let me comment this out. Okay, what we can do is that we can simply say result equal to set1 this pipe operator set 2, and it will give me the same result as it has given me earlier. It will basically combine all the elements or all the items from both the set and returns a new set. Now let's talk about the second type of operation in set, is the intersection. So intersection is used to get common element using the intersection function or the AND operator. So you can use this intersection function, or you can use the AND operator to get the common element between two sets. So again we will be using this two sets only, and we know that the common element between these two sets is 3, right? So if I basically say result equal to set1 dot intersection this set 2, and if I print result and if I run it, you can see that we are only getting 3. So over here we have used the intersection method. We can also use the AND operator. So if I copy this and comment it out and put it like this, saying that result 1 equal to, then I simply put an ampersand sign, this set 2, and if I run it, again you can see that we are getting 3. So this intersection method will return a new set that will only contain the item that are present in both the sets. So this means that this intersection will basically join these two sets, but it will keep only the duplicate value that is present in both the set. For us it is 3. Now let's move to the next operation, which is difference. So the difference method returns a new set that will contain only the item from the first set that is not present in the other set, and it will keep all the item from set 1. So let's test it out. So we'll have these two sets only, set 1 and set 2. Okay, and if I want to check the item that is present in set 1 but not in set 2, so that would be 1 and 2, right? So that's the difference between set 1 and set 2. If we keep our set 1 as our priority set, so I can say that result equal to set 1 dot difference set 2. And now if I print result, I should ideally get 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 is not present in set 2, but 3 is present in set 1 as well as set 2. So if I run it, you can see that we are getting 1 and 2. Now the last operation that we have is the symmetric difference. So the symmetric difference will help you to keep only the element that are not present in both the set. So until unless I give you example, it will be difficult to understand that what I'm saying when I'm saying that it will help you to get only the elements that are not present in both the set. So let me take this example only, set 1 and set 2. Okay, and let's use this symmetric difference method. So I'll say result equal to set 1 dot symmetric underscore difference, and then I'm going to put set 2. Then let's print this result, and if I run it, you will see that you have 1 2 3 4 5, sorry, not 3, 1 2 4 and 5. So now if you look at set 1 and set 2 values, you have 1 which is not present in set 2, you have 2 which is not present in set 2, you have 3 which is present in set 3, then you have 4 which is not present in set 1, you have 5 which is not present in set 1. So this means that the symmetric difference gives us the only element that are uncommon in both of these two sets, or the unique values only after combining these two sets. So if you combine these two sets, you would have 1 2 3 4 5 as a unique values, but 3 is present in both the set, so 3 is getting eliminated or removed when we are using this symmetric difference. Now the last point which we are going to discuss in this video is the frozen set. So in Python, a frozen set is an immutable collection of unique elements. So since starting we have been saying that set is mutable, right? But there is a way of creating a set which can be immutable. So a frozen set is an immutable collection of unique elements similar to a regular set, but with the distinction that it cannot be modified after creation. Once you have created a frozen set, the elements within that set cannot be added, removed, or modified, and it makes it suitable choice whenever we need to create an immutable set based on certain scenarios. So if we talk about how we can create a frozen set, then we can create a frozen set in Python using the frozen set with an iterable or you can pass an iterable within these brackets, such as list, tuple, or any other set that contains the element. So let's create a frozen set. So I'll create a list first. Let's say I'm creating a list 1 equal to, and I'm putting couple of values over here, and I'm also putting duplicate values. Now I need to create a frozen set, right? So I'll give the name as frozen set example equal to frozen set. Then I'll pass this list 1 over here. Let me print list 1. So over here the spelling of example is wrong, so let me correct it. Let me copy this, let me copy this frozen set example. Let's print this frozen set example. Now if I run this, you can see that we have the list printed over here, and then we have frozen set printed over here. Over here you can see that the difference, when we were printing the set, we usually have the curly braces. When we are printing a frozen set, then we have this frozen set written over here, and then we have this bracket, then this curly braces. Now as this is immutable, if we try to add a particular item, or if we try to remove a particular item, then it should give us the error, right? So let's try to add a particular item in this frozen set example. So if I put frozen set example dot add, and let's add my name over there, the moment I'll run this, it should give me an attribute error saying that the frozen set object does not have any add attribute. So let me run this. So you can see that we are having attribute error over here, and the error information says that attribute error, frozen set object has no attribute AD. Okay, that's my mistake. I have a typo over here. Let me correct it, add, and then let me run it again. So even if we had given the correct method over here, we are getting that attribute error saying that frozen object has no attribute add. So frozen sets are immutable, and you cannot modify the set once it has been created. So I hope that you have a better understanding about set in Python. In our next video, we are going to discuss about dictionaries in detail. Happy learning, and see you in the next video.